Drop a like within the next 5 seconds or all of these spiders will be crawling on you tonight while you're sleeping. I'd like if I were you. Alright, let's get into these classes, shall we? Alright, first up we have the TAC V and the FTAC 45. Okay, the TAC V hits like a Mack truck. Okay, the thing is nasty. Okay, first up we got the ZLR Talon 5 muzzle. Okay, maxed out recoil, smoothness, and bullet velocity. Okay, now you don't always want to max these stats out. Okay, you want to give a little to get a little. Okay, then you got the 18-inch precision 6 barrel. Okay, notice how I don't have the recoil steadiness maxed out and the damage range isn't maxed out. Okay, these are the best attachments and tunings. I want you to trust me. Okay, aim op V4 optic. It's easily the best optic in the game right now. Okay, max out flinch resistance. Okay, you can change the scope, how close it is and how far it is when you're actually ADSing. I just leave it as is. Okay, then you got the FTAC Ripper 56 underbarrel. Okay, now these are the stats for it. You can definitely swap these for bullet velocity, ammunition, but I like the grip better. Okay, we got maxed out recoil stabilization and maxed out aiming stability. This gun right here is for sure going to be next up when the RPK gets nerfed. Okay, it's a beast. Let's check it out in firing range. Pretty much 3-shot. Okay, my accuracy and everything isn't the best, but she get hits. Then you got the 50-round drum mag. Okay, next up is the FTAC 45, the best SMG in the game right now. It's for sure probably going to get a nerf, but the way they've been doing things lately, it probably won't. Okay, next up we have the X10 RR40 muzzle. Notice how we don't have the maxed out ADS. This is perfect at negative 1.13, and we don't have the maxed out bullet velocity. Okay, this is perfect. Give a little to get a little. Okay, FTAC 8.5-inch recon barrel, maxed out recoil steadiness, and maxed out aim down sight speed. We're using this for close range gunfights, nothing too long. The recoil on it isn't that great. Then we have the VLK LZR 7 milliwatt laser for that aim down sight speed, aiming stability, sprint to fire speed, and they're going to be able to see the laser, but they'll be dead before they even realize it. There's no tuning on it. Then we have the FTAC Loctite stock. Okay, maxed out aim down sight speed and maxed out aiming idle stability. You don't need aim walking speed. You already move fast enough with it. Okay, here it is in firing range. The thing is disgusting. If you didn't know, now you do. Like, look at that. Like I said, long range, she ain't the best, but she gets the job done for anything close range. Okay, then we have the TAC 56 and the VASNAV 9K. TAC 56, again, this is another heavy hitter. And once the RPK is gone, there's going to be quite a variety. First up for the muzzle, we have the Harbinger D20. Max out recoil smoothness and aiming idle stability. We don't need that bullet velocity because we're using the bullet velocity / high velocity ammo, you know. Then we got the 17.5-inch Tundra Pro barrel. Okay. Max out recoil steadiness, maxed out damage range. We don't need that ADS speed. We're not using it for close range gunfights. We're using it for medium to long. Meanwhile, you can obviously use it for close range. You'll still get the job done, but you're going to get beat out by a lot of other guns. Okay. Then we have the 5.56 high velocity ammunition. Maxed out damage range and maxed out bullet velocity. Okay, this thing is a hitter. Why'd I say it like that? Then we have the 60-round mag. As you can see from firing range, my accuracy isn't the best, so that's what we're going to use. Aim op V4 optic. Okay, best one in the game. Check it out in firing range. Look at that. No recoil. My accuracy, she needs some work. Okay, next up is the VASNAV 9K. Okay, when the FTAC gets a nerf, this gun might be next up. It's a toss-up between this and the Lockman. Okay, we have the Singard MKV muzzle. Notice how we don't have it maxed out. Okay, we want to give a little to get a little. I guess it would be give a little to get a lot, but that's besides the point. No, actually, that kind of is the point. Okay, then, you know, aiming idle stability, not maxed out. It's perfect. Okay, SA response 3. Recoil steadiness is at 0.29 pounds. Okay, notice how it's not maxed out. Aim down sight speed is 0.13-inch length. Okay, now we got that 9mm overpressured ammunition. Maxed out damage range at 0.70, and then the recoil steadiness at -9. Okay, then we got the 45 rounder, as you can tell. My accuracy ain't the best, you know. Then we got the True Tac Grip rear grip. Maxed out recoil steadiness at 1. Okay, then that sprint to fire speed at -0.45. The Vaznav is a hitter, okay? Once the Phoenix gone, it's a toss-up between this and the Lockman. As you can see in firing range, it's pretty good. Ain't the best, but she for sure gets the job done. You can't even argue with that. Next up, right here, the main gun, you know, the meta, so to speak, because everybody loves the RPK. First up, we have the Zulu 60 muzzle, okay? Then you want max out recoil smoothness at 1.40, and then max out aiming auto stability at 1. Okay, these are the best attachments for this gun. Now we have the phase 3 grip underbarrel, okay? Max out recoil stabilization at 0.80, and then max out aiming auto stability at 0.40, okay? RPK cannot be beat. You can replace the foregrip with the bullet velocity, okay? The 7.62 high velocity. Okay, I just prefer the grip. Then we got the TAC 597 barrel. Max out recoil steadiness at 0.50 and maxed out damage range at 0.40. Okay, AIMOT V4, maxed out flinch resistance at 3. Then you got the heavy support stock. Maxed out aim walking steadiness at 4. Okay, you can replace that with aim down sight speed, but we're using this bad boy for pretty much long range, medium to long range. Then aiming idle stability maxed out at 2.40. The RPK cannot be beat right now. It's beating snipers, everything. Mostly beating snipers because, you know, you can't one shot with them. Check it out in freaking firing range. Okay, those first shots were horrible, but it's pretty much, geez, what was that? We'll blame it. I was lagging. You know, I was lagging right there. That's why it looked so bad. But she's 3-shot pretty much anywhere on the body. The gun is disgusting. Now we have the X13 auto pistols. Okay, forget what you heard. Honestly, if you just go ghost and use these with your primary, it won't make a difference because the pistols are OP right now. Okay, use them while they're hot. Okay, 50 round drum. These bad boys, you're going to spray with them. Okay, the fire rate is super high. You got the FT steel fire muzzle, maxed out recoil smoothness at 1.40, and then maxed out bullet velocity at 1. Okay, you want these for them super close range gunfights, but you never know what kind of predicament you're in. Then you got the XRK Sidewinder 6 slide barrel, maxed out recoil steadiness at 0.50, and maxed out damage range at 0.40. These pistols are nuts. Okay, then you got the 1 milliwatt pistol laser, hip recoil control, hip fire accuracy, and sprint to fire speed. They're going to see the laser, but they probably won't because they'll be dead. Okay, then you got the Akimbo X13 rear grips. Let's check these things out in firing range. You're going to be using them closer than that, obviously, unless your RPK is out. Because look, long range, they're horrible. But close range, these things get the job done. The firing range isn't the best display for them simply because everything's a little further. But odds are if you're using these, you're generally like 4 or 5 feet from each other in the same building or something. Okay, then you have the Signal 50. Okay, the best sniper in the game right now. Okay, which isn't saying much because you can't one-shot headshot with these things. Something's got to give with that with this next update. You know, we got the nil sound 90 silencer. Okay, max out recoil smoothness at 1.40 and maxed out bullet velocity at 1. Okay, this thing you can literally spray it. Okay, so you want that recoil control so that way as soon as you hit a shot, you can hit it again immediately after because, you know, this thing kind of kicks like a horse. Then you have the 29-inch TV Kilo 50 barrel, maxed out recoil steadiness at 0.50 and maxed out damage range. We're not using this to quick scope nobody with or anything like that when we have those OP pistols or Fennec or a Lockman. Okay, then you want the Luca Bandera scope. Okay, max out flinch resistance at 3. Okay, because for some reason with snipers in this game, the flinch is ridiculous. As soon as you get hit, you're staring at the clouds in the sky. This scope's good because it gives you that 3.7 magnification and the 8-time magnification for them close and long range shots. Then you got the FSS Echo stock. Okay, for this you want the aim down sight speed. You know, you don't want to be moving this thing up like it's something that moves slow, like a sloth or something. Okay, you want it maxed out at -4. Then you want that maxed out aiming idle stability at 2. Then we got the Stalwart grip, okay, rear grip. You want that maxed out recoil steadiness at 1, and then the maxed out aiming idle stability at 0.45. Okay, this is the best sniper in the game right now, unless something changes with the Season 2 update, which fingers crossed, you know, because snipers make for great clips. Lastly, you have the Raw MG, okay. Now, this, you could argue, might be next up. I know I said the TAC. Both the TACs might be next up whenever the RPK gets nerfed. But the Raw is actually really good. I have the SA side grip on it. Maxed out recoil stabilization at 0.8, and then aiming auto stability at 0.4. Okay, you can obviously replace that again with the high mag velocity ammo. Okay, for that bullet velocity and stuff. Then I have the Bruin Agent 90 muzzle, maxed out recoil smoothness at 1.4, and maxed out bullet velocity at 1. Then we have the 26.5-inch Demo Field Pro barrel, maxed out recoil steadiness at 0.5, and maxed out damage range at 0.4. Then AIMOT V4 with the flinch resistance at 3. Then we have the Stip 40 grip. Okay, maxed out recoil steadiness at 1. Okay, then we have maxed out aiming auto stability at 0.45. This gun is pretty good. The fire rate's a little slow, but it hits, man. Look, on these dummies, we're getting 2 hits from any range. Okay, it's good. It just can't compete with the RPK right now. So once the RPK is gone, both the TACs and the raw are going to be phenomenal. Okay. Then we have the Lockman. Okay, the SMG. This thing is also good. So once the Phoenix gone and the X13 autos get nerfed, this will probably be next up. We have the X10RR-40 muzzle, maxed out aim down sight speed and maxed out bullet velocity, both at aim down sight speed at -1.4 and maxed out bullet velocity at 1. That 40 round mag because my accuracy is horrible. Then we have the 9mm overpressured ammunition. Okay, we have maxed out recoil smoothness at 0.7 and recoil steadiness at -0.9. Okay, we have the FTAC M sub 12-inch barrel, maxed out recoil steadiness at 0.5 and damage range at 0.40. And then the Lockman TCG10 rear grip, maxed out recoil steadiness at 1 and maxed out aiming idle stability at 0.45. Okay, now this is the same exact setup that Biff was using, okay? The Lockman is next up once the Fennec and the X13 is gone. All right, ignore how long it took me to hit that guy in the back, okay? I never said my accuracy was the best. Okay, I'm a 4KD player, okay? These are the guns that I've learned are the best guns in the game. These are the top loadouts that you want to be using in Warzone 2. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the class setup. If you did, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.